Who's ready for an incredible evening? Yeah! Well, I'm here to tell you that tonight is not just about the 10 presenters who will be coming on stage. Tonight is also about each and every one of you. You see, our goal is to turn this entire room into a catalyst for change. I first heard about Fast Pitch Santa Barbara through Social Venture Partners when we had a group come up from Los Angeles and tell us how successful the program had been in many other major cities.
I wanted to be involved. I'd heard of Fast Pitch in the concept from the business standpoint. And being in the nonprofit world, anytime we had an opportunity to partner or blend with the business community, I was all about that.
In this community where there's such competition for funding and so many nonprofits, I really wondered how this might work.
I realized that as a nonprofit, something that maybe we don't do very well is really communicate to our community exactly what it is we do and who we are and how we can help make lives better in this community. That's what we're here for. Our social function is to make the world a better place. So to me, Fast Pitch became something that really felt like I wanted to do because I realized that I needed a different mechanism to convey my message.
Last year we had 6,000 people come through our farm. And of the 3,500 kids that came through the schools, when those kids stepped off that bus, they stepped onto a farm that changes lives. And if you could just see what I saw, when those kids look at me, when I dig carrots out of the ground and they say to me in awe, "Why are those carrots in the dirt?"
The 7-week communication coaching program truly was transformational, and it was such a joy to see these presenters truly evolve.
Seeing the progression from that first time to even the second time that we all got together and saw presentations, the confidence grew, their personalities started to come out, they just became stronger people.
I wrote 25 different drafts and I rehearsed the speech 300 times.
Our mission: to engage, inspire, and transform youth who are in danger of losing their way by teaching them to fly.
There's so much they can do with this 3-minute pitch now that I really wanted them to come away with kind of this adaptable piece of material that they could take with them and expand and use.
Because I'm the director of a visual arts organization, I tend to always fall back on the images that I'm using whenever I give a talk. Fast Pitch was different because I had to stand there and use my words to paint a picture.
She leaves Texas for Vassar College. She receives a master's and, following in her father's footsteps, becomes the director of an art museum. I am Juan's daughter.
That is something I can take with me in an elevator or when talking to someone in a restaurant or in a public space where I don't have a PowerPoint presentation at the ready.
And I think for some of the individuals, this really was a transformational experience. They never thought that they'd be able to stand up in front of 20 people, let alone 300 at the final presentation, and passionately pitch their nonprofit.
My experience of the finals was positively thrilling. I'd never stood center stage, let alone at Han Hall. Looking out at that sea of enthusiastic people, it's something that I'll always remember.
In our community, no one should have to die alone and in pain. With your support, people can feel safe, sleep in a warm bed, and die loved at Sarah House. Thank you.
I want to thank you for teaching me how to fly.
We won $6,000, which is scholarships for 6 youth in our program. It's very exciting because we're having an aviation career program again at the end of June. And we try to have 12 to 15 youth, and so I now at least have 6 scholarships for these youth, and this is good for the career program and a mentoring for a year. So it's a wonderful beginning, and that's exactly where the money will go.
And the sense of camaraderie that I felt with the rest of the group of people who were all pitching that night, all really competing for the same money, it so transcended the prizes at all that I realized that I was involved in something that had now gone way beyond the money.
To get to know 20 tremendous nonprofits in our community and to see their stories and to see them grow as people, as organizations, and to see that all culminate to that final event was just such a rewarding experience.
Fast Pitch will shorten the gap for so many organizations so that they can be more appealing to the community and what they're doing and the important work that they're doing.
For the nonprofits who participated in Fast Pitch, win or lose, they got something out of this big time because they got a pitch. They honed a pitch. They were able to very succinctly describe what it is they do, why they do it, and what they need to pursue their activity further.
And the winner of the Grand Prix Award and $15,000
goes to Bethany Markee, the Solvang Elementary Viking Cafe. Congratulations.
So really, it is simple. With your investment, we would be feeding children farm fresh food. We would be saving these 8 to 10 new schools about $10,000 to $20,000 every year. And best of all, we would be teaching our children lifelong lessons in healthy eating. Thank you.
I think that having a gift of communication is what truly allows any organization, whether they're a for-profit or nonprofit, to really elevate to the next level. And so Fast Pitch Santa Barbara, I believe, has been that elevator for so many of these organizations to take their organizations that they're so passionate about to a whole different platform. And for that, I am so excited.